Okay, so today is, let's put the date here, Wednesday, October 31st, 2022. And today we're going to talk about increasing post engagement. Hugely hot topic. That is something a lot of people struggle with. They don't know really what's okay to post. And one of the things we're going to talk about today is so that you're going to learn is how to behave, how to post, what to post on Alignable specifically, as well as anywhere else. But I think it's going to really help you understand what Alignable is all about in the first place, and then how to take that and really position yourself as somebody that everyone wants to connect with. So I'm going to turn this over to Jason, and you guys have a really great time.
Awesome. Thanks, Sue. So I'm Jason Integrity. I own a company called Integrity Go, and I'm a sales strategist. What I do is I help my clients with their marketing and sales conversation. At no point should you be pitching a product or trying to convince people to buy from you. But let's solve the problem. Let's connect with people that share your energy and like minds and you feel comfortable with. And we attract these people into a conversation so that you can diagnose their problem and professionally solve it. This is how we get clients. This is how we build relationships. And this is how you turn every day into a holiday instead of stressing out about how we're going to pay bills. So let me share my screen here. And here we go. So we're going to talk about specifically how to build engagement on Alignable as opposed to any other platform. So it's a lot of questions. And Sue, feel free to jump in here at any time if you want. I like to keep it kind of organic. You're wondering what to post and how to get engagements on the post and what metrics should you be measuring for engagement, right? I think that's the biggest one. Why do certain posts get hidden? What's spam? There's been a lot of question about what exactly is spam lately. So today, here we're going to talk about increasing engagement, attracting the people that you want to meet, how to get more connection requests, how to earn trust, show your expertise, and start working on these real relationships. Without being self-promotional. We don't need you doing an infomercial every time you talk. Nobody cares about that anyway. So let's start off with what's spam, right? Spam is any and all unsolicited, usually commercial messages sent to a large number of recipients or posted in a large number of places. So we all get it. You get a message from somebody who you just met, you just get connected with them, and they send you a pitch. That's spam. You know, you want people to just know what you got going on. That's spam. You have not connected yet. So any information that you're sending that's unsolicited counts as spam. If they ask for the information, then that's different. They've inquired. So now you're just answering the question. But if they hadn't asked and you give them information, it all counts as spam. So posting for attention, you see the guy patting himself on the back, right? You want to post to show the world that you're smart. You're posting just really with no point, no intent. Trying to speak to everyone is a big problem. If you're trying to talk to everyone, you're talking to no one. You need to be very specific in your messaging. You know, posting ads and you don't have a problem that you're solving. Once again, you're not talking to anybody. You're just naming off features for products that nobody is inquiring about. And posting to tell the world that you're great, and which is counterproductive. You know, you want to highlight certain things about yourself, but if you're doing it unsolicited, it's just bragging. So let's not do these things, and let's attract the right kind of attention. So I don't know how many Rick and Morty fans that we have, but I call it a Meeseeks. So whenever this character pops up on Rick and Morty, he says, "I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me." And he starts talking after that. So when you're posting for no reason, you are a Meeseeks. And I want to etch this into your brain to not be a Meeseeks. Do not seek attention. Do not point the fingers at yourself and say, "I'm great," you know, but put the attention on the people that you're trying to help and start building real relationships. So then we get all of that out of the way. Then it's like, well, what's the point of posting then, right? So I'm not an influencer. I don't care about likes. I'm not running for office. You know, I don't need to be popular. So what am I posting for? And the point of it is to attract your tribe, to attract like minds, attract the people who need your help, build genuine connections, earn trust, and show expertise. So when I talk about attracting your tribe, you want people who think how you think, who like the things that you like. So when you give your opinion, it's not an instant argument. We don't want to debate. This is not Twitter, to where everything is a debate or an argument and everybody's offended, right? This is a business platform. So we want to attract people. When you say, hey, this is how I look at the world, and this is the type of energy that I like, other people will chime in and say, hey, I like that kind of energy too. This is the type of businesses that I want to work with. And they say, hey, I just happen to be one of those businesses. Let's have a conversation. As we build these conversations, now we're talking about something tangible, as opposed to just self-promoting and speaking just to speak. So all of this starts with you. In order to have anything happen socially and promotionally for your business, and it starts with you as an individual. You have to be authentic. Authenticity is the key to everything. The more that you are yourself, the easier it is to attract people. The more that you are speaking from a genuine place, it resonates very differently than if you're just making stuff up to try to sound like you know what you're talking about. But if you're speaking from a good place, people will go, oh, okay, I understand what that is. And I see where you're coming from. And then the conversation will feel good. And if it feels good and it makes sense, you get a customer. So when you are your authentic self, you have no competition. There's only one you. If we put you up against 17 other businesses that are just like yours, there's something that you do that's different from all the rest. It's the way that you talk and how you present the information is going to be completely different from all of the other 16. So have confidence in that you are the only you, and speak from what's natural, and speak from a place of genuineness and authenticity 100% of the time. And the rest of this process will go quite swimmingly.
And, I'm going to jump in here just because I love that slide and I love that talk is, people also know when you're not authentic. You can't pretend, right, Jason, to be authentic. You can't. People know when you're pretending.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's such bad energy too, because now you're trying to fit into a box that you don't really want to go in, but you think that it's profitable in this box. So you're trying to fit yourself into it and have a conversation that you really don't have an interest in having. So now you're just talking out of the side of your head to make yourself relevant, when you could do this so much easier just in being you.
Absolutely.
This is one of my favorite graphics to use. So this is your market, my market. Doesn't matter what you're saying, what you're selling, what product, service you have. 30% of the market would not take your service or product if it was free. Whatever reason, they just don't want it. They don't want it from you. They don't want the thing. They don't have the problem, whatever it is. Another 30% is not interested. It sounds good, but I don't want it. Another 30%, it sounds good, but just the timing is off. Everything that you're saying makes sense, and I just can't do that right now. 7% of the market, very open to buying. They may just need a little bit more information. They need to connect with you a little bit better. 3% of the market is actually looking for you. When you popped up, they had the need and they were seeking a solution, and here you go with this marketing stuff, and you just happen to be here. The problem is most people in their marketing, they market to the 100% looking for the 3%. So only 3% is actually ready to buy. So this is why you get all of these spammy pitches in your message, because they're trying to reach that 3%. And they are not concentrating on the 97% that they're irritating with this unsolicited information. So your target audience is that 40%. These are the people that are your tribe. These are the like minds that we're looking for. These are the people who actually need your help. These are the people that you want to build the connections with. These are the people who trust you need to earn in order to move the business along. And these are the ones who care about your expertise. The other 60%, they don't care either way. And you will be talking to a wall and trying to have a conversation with them, because they don't have the need nor the desire to do business. So then what's the end game, right? So we want to go into all of this, every conversation that you have, especially on Alignable, because you can get face to face with so many people. So when you're having these conversations, let's talk to people as if they're a part of your tribe. They may be. And as you have these conversations and as you connect through your networking events and quick connects, you're going to see what category people fall in just through having genuine conversations. So now let's look at the metrics of engagement. And I think this is the most important part of all of it. So we are not influencers. This is not Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. We cannot monetize likes and follows. This is not the platform for it. So if you're putting out posts and you get a bunch of likes and people are talking on it, how does that convert to your business? How can you then leverage this particular conversation? So what metrics are we looking at? So when you put out a post, you are really looking to see how many of these people send you a connection request. How many of these people are joining the groups that you've started, that you in? How many direct messages do you get as a result when someone sees a post and it resonates with them, and then they reach out to you and like, hey, I like the stuff that you're putting out. Let's set a time to talk because I need this energy. I need your service, and I would like to hear more. So we have to look at metrics that are tangible, that give you an opportunity to convert these people into clients, as opposed to likes and follows and shares. This is not the metrics that we look for on this particular platform. That's more of an Instagram, YouTube thing.
I love that. And it's interesting because I always tell people Alignable is not a social media platform. Social media, there's the other ones like you were talking about. I love that you said that. And so what I would take away from this slide, listening to you and looking at this, it's like, let's keep in your mind all of the time. Like, if I post this, how many people reached out? Just like exactly what you said, how many people are reaching out to me and requesting to connect with me? How many are engaging? Like, really pay attention to that and watch. Someone else yesterday was actually saying, Sue, I don't understand. I'm posting these and these didn't get hardly anybody, clicking on it or even talking, and these other ones did. And it's like, take that information and think about it. Like, right, Jason, don't you think? Take it and analyze it and figure out how you can duplicate the ones that are getting more engagement. Is that what you would do?
Yeah, there are so many factors involved. What you post, the topics that you're posting about, the time that you post it. Some things that you may post early in the morning to get more attention than something that you posted at night. The days that you post it. Alignable is not a platform that's going to do a lot of traffic on the weekends. This is a Monday through Friday kind of thing, and not so much on Friday afternoons and Monday mornings, but kind of Monday afternoon through Friday morning when people are really active on here. So if you pay attention to these kind of times, and if you posted something on a Friday night and it's like nobody looked at it, and it's like, yeah, nobody's working. we're all decompressing from the week, so and then if you post something first thing at the beginning of the week, Monday morning, it's like nobody's looking at it, and it's like, yeah, they're going through the 7,000 emails they received over the week and then they're prepping for the rest of the week. But by Monday afternoon, now we're ready to engage and have some of these conversations. So there are a lot of factors involved.
Excellent.
All right. So one thing I want to point out to you is reach and frequency, right? When we do put out a post, how many people are we getting in front of? And that gives us the opportunity to drive them to have the desire to come to our profile pages and ask questions and click around and look at the products and services that you offer. When you put out a post, you want to see how many connection requests have been sent out to me since I put out, several posts in a row. So if you post 2-3 days in a row, and then you get 3 or 4 people who reach out to you, then stands to reason that those posts made some traction. And these are the metrics that we want to measure. So how far are we reaching? And as we post, how frequently do we need to post to reach our tribe? And this is going to vary person to person. There's no ultimate formula for this, because this thing is very, very organic. So there may be a bunch of people on Tuesday afternoon for unknown reasons. And this particular post may have gotten a lot of traction as it's going out. But let's pay attention to what we can measure, and how many people are starting to reach out to us based on what we're posting.
I'm going to jump in here too. I like this slide as well, because this is one of the more things that you get to see on your profile like this, what he's showing here, is you get on, this is like a huge value on the premium account. And because on the premium account, you get bigger reach. So you get more, like when you're on that $30 a month or whatever, that just that first tier one, you get to pick 5 more communities. So I do want to add an alignable tip in here is, all of these metrics have to do with how many people are in the community that you're attached to. So if you are on the free account, which is still awesome, your general community where your business address is located, Alignable is going to show it to all those people in that community. That's who sees it. Not all 7.5 million people on Alignable, but the people in the community that you're registered for. Okay. If you're on the premium, you get to pick 5 more surrounding communities. So it gets you even a much bigger reach. Also, this is a really key one, and this is going along with Jason's thing here, is it also shows it to everybody you're connected with. So how many connections do you have? Do you have 10? Do you have 20? Do you have 5,000? That's the reason why you want to use those connection credits, whether you're 10 on the free account or you're 40 on the next one. Make sure you use those every month and connect with more people. So your metrics that Jason's talking about here, are more clear. Just think about that. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. If you have more questions about that, we can talk about that later.
Right. Yeah, that's an excellent point. And especially when you are having a conversation that feels good. Positivity matters, right? So when you're putting out good energy, you're going to attract good energy. So if you look, if any of you who are connected with me look at my posts, everything is super positive. At no point am I pitching or selling, and I'm pretty sure half of the people that I'm connected with, they don't even know exactly what I do. But it's connecting to good energy, and it feels good. And then now let me go to your profile and look, and it's like, oh, okay, you're a marketing and sales guy. Okay, I kind of need that. And then now we continue the conversation. So when we talk about attracting our tribe, we just want to have conversations that feel good with good people. And when you go into it with good energy, only good things can happen. So whether you are looking for clients or not, connecting to good people is a very good thing, because the environment is so positive, and then an opportunity will come from it. Somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. It's the whole point of networking. So you want to connect with good people and put out good energy, and then continue that conversation, and good things will happen on its way. So it's not one of those things to where we're trying to manage a funnel, right? And we're trying to reach out to as many people as we can within the target market. And if we get a 3.5% conversion rate, then we're winning. It's not the same kind of thought process. With the networking thing, as a whole, you want to reach out to people that you can have very good conversations with and start to build your brand, because you are your brand. So when you are known for being a good person and having good energy, you're going to naturally attract good people with good energy. And then now when somebody says, hey, I need something that you do, you'll come top of mind for 40 or 50 other people. This is the win in it. So this is not a thing where you're going to win immediately. This is about building quality relationships.
Oh, I love that so much. Absolutely. Like 100%. It's that's why I think I attached myself to Jason, because he and I are on the same exact trajectory here. It's all about building relationships, and exactly what Jason said. And I would love for you guys to make sure you connect with him, because and go look at all the things that he posts and just do what he does. Like, copy people who are successful. And I love the fact that you said, just to reiterate again, it's like, I love this. And Sherry Pedroli, who's in here, talks about this all the time. She said, nobody knows what I do. So they're so intrigued by, they just love her, her energy, like being around her, likes the things that she's talking about. And it makes them say, I want to know what you do, right? Which is way better than you just spewing it out there.
That's right. That's right.
Sue and Jason, this is George Scott.
Sorry, sorry, George, hold on one second. Can you please hold the questions to the end, please? I forgot to tell everybody that. If you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Thanks.
But good to see you, George. So when we talk about content, and I'm a big fan of this video, there are three types of content, and I like to use this video to explain it.
I woke up and asked myself, what's something that I and other YouTubers are secretly taught that most people online do not know, especially if they're growing their TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitch? And I realized it's this three-pronged style of content that every YouTuber is taught that most people just don't even know exists. And it's a great way to schedule your videos and also get a new audience. It's called Help, Hub, and Hero content. Hero content is the first thing we'll talk about, which is basically your best stuff, your creative vision, your brand. This is the video that if someone said, hey, show me a video of what you do, you would show them this. But you can't do it all the time because they're usually a little bit more high production, harder to make. And so those are things your fans look forward to. The daily recurring content that keeps your fans coming back and a part of the community is your hub content. You have to have that as a baseline for people to expect and enjoy you as a growing part of the community. Lastly, help content, which helps people whether they know you or not and is constantly valuable, whether on the search algorithm or anyone looking for that topic. And that brings new viewers to you as well.
So he's talking about this from a YouTube point of view, but Hero, Help, and Hub is the mantra for posting content, period. So the help content kind of speaks for itself. You want to say things that you want to solve a problem, but you don't want to necessarily do it in a way to where if you have this problem, I can do this thing. So give me money and give me attention. You know, you have to do it in a way to where you're pointing out a problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. We all have this problem. I've had this problem. Well, I used to have this problem, and here's some of the things that I did. Now, if you go to my profile, then you can follow up. So you're kind of leading people that way, as opposed to putting out an ad as a post where you naming off all these things. You see the pharmaceutical companies do it all the time. Do you have this problem and this problem and this problem and this problem? Then you should take this pill, you know. So that's not necessarily helpful content, but it's promoting a product. But if you're talking about a problem that you're an expert at solving, then you can really dig into the problem. So when we're talking about helping people, we don't necessarily have to help from the place of our expertise, but you know, this energy thing is very important. Being positive, having the right mindset is very important. So when we talk about that, and I talk about it a lot, and post about it a lot, these things help people. And I have, I don't know, countless posts where I posted something about mindset and somebody commented, I needed to hear that today. So this is an example of help content. When we get to the hub content is very similar. These are the things that you care about. What resonates with you? What is something that you see, a change that you would like to see in the world, and things about it resonates with you. It's going to resonate with your tribe too. So then as you share that information, they're going to say, yeah, I like this too. This makes sense. So anything that's, I'm a constant student, right? So whenever I'm finding a video or an article to read, I share it all the time. You know, not necessarily trying to use that to generate clientele, but hey, this is great information and you could probably use it. And then now you're known as somebody that does research. And this also solidifies yourself as one of the smart people, which is a very good thing, because you're putting out good information and people can, it'll resonate with them and they can connect with you better as a result, because we all like to have conversations that are going to help us grow. So if you put out good information, somebody reads the article too, and now we can have a conversation, and here comes this dialogue, and it's great information, and we both get to expand our knowledge on. And finally, the hero content is okay, now this is your chance to shine. This is all of the work that you've been doing up until now. Now you have a platform to use your voice to talk about the things that you care about and help the people who need your help. So you're going to put a little more effort into it, and then now as you're speaking, you are the expert, you are the professional. So now you just got to be you.
I woke up and
oh, wait a minute. There we go. So when we look at it from an alignable point of view, your hub content, this is talking to your tribe, right? We're attracting like minds. These are the things that I'm putting out all the time. This is stuff that I care about. These are the things that I actually have fun talking about. When we look at the help content, these are us attracting the people that we want to help and build these general connections. genuine connections, because we're actually trying to help the people that we care about. This is why we started the business, to help these people. So as you put out information to help them, it's a natural process. Now, your hero content, this is when you earn the trust. This is when you say, hey, I'm not like everybody else. This is who I am naturally and authentically. This is the work that I put in. Here's my work ethic, and here's the education that I have. And here's what you can expect. So then when people look at your reviews or your recommendations in Alignable's case, now these are all references to your level of expertise. So you're earning your trust, you're showing your expertise, and your work speaks for itself, as opposed to doing the me seeks and patting yourself on the back and saying, I'm great, and you should give me your money to do this thing. So this goes back to reach and frequency. I pulled these are posts that I put out, and none of these have to do with marketing and sales. You know, it's all about good energy for me. It's all about connecting with good people, and let's get in the right mindset, and it all should feel good, and we can have a good time while we're doing it, right? So anything that I find that resonates with me, I share it. So then when we look at the communities that at the bottom that I'm reaching, 11,000 views of this particular post. So you have to ask yourself, why do people care about this, right? You know, this is just an affirmation, but everybody needs these affirmations. We have to tell ourselves a lot of positive stuff to keep all of the negative stuff out of our minds. So we got to undo the negative and put in more positive. So we look for it. So I look for different ways to connect with people, different ways to keep myself motivated. And if I have to do this for myself, I'm pretty sure my tribe is having the same problem. So let's stay positive. Let's focus on the good things, and let's share the information so that we can feel good about the daily grind of building a business. So these are the kind of things that I share, and you can see from the views that it resonates with people. So this is what I mean by the reach and frequency. So I'm in the nearby communities, and the amount of views go up per post. So each one will resonate in its own way. I like to use Sue as an example for this, because she is an expert at building her tribe. She put out a post, and it has nothing to do with Alignable, has nothing to do with marketing, right? It's about being authentic and being yourself. So when you look at the number of comments and likes that she has gotten over this, and I took this screenshot a couple of weeks ago, so it's way more than that now. But the people who are chiming in on it, they've already connected with Sue, and they've been having these conversations, and they've joined the groups, and then now they feel more connected. So now you earn more trust, and this feels good to me, and it makes sense. And then now, when it's time to move to the next step, and the next networking event is coming up, or whatever that the case may be, it feels good doing the next step, because Sue has earned the trust over time. You know, this is the whole point of networking, is to separate yourself from everybody else and to attract good people. But in order to do that, you got to be a good person first. so you can't scam everybody and let them think that you're this person and you're not really that person. But as you are just authentically putting out good energy will naturally come back to you. This is another example of help content for Alignable. Somebody put out a question, and I chimed in and answered the question. You know, let me. So I'm a career salesperson. I've been doing this for 20 years. So if somebody is talking about marketing and sales and what they should do, I can take a couple of minutes and answer the question. You know, and answering the question, it helps the person that you're talking to, but everybody else in this group will also see it. And it's going to resonate with some people, and 5 or 6 people send me connection requests after I put this up.
That's awesome, Jason. I just want to throw one more thing in there, if you don't mind. I see people answering questions sometimes, right? But then at the end, it's like, hey, contact me and I'll help you do it. You know, like, take that part out. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like avoid the shameless plug. You being there and answering the question is all you needed to do. Allow people to come to you. So if every time you answer the question and you see that they have their ask, right? Can somebody help me with this? I just got a question. And then you answer the question and then you have an ask. Then why did you answer the question? You know, you only answered the question to try to sell me something. You didn't really just try to help me. There was nothing genuine there. You know, you're an opportunist and you're not really trying to help the community itself, or you're not trying to help other people. So I'm a firm believer of, if you do the right things, then people will come to you. So you want them to seek you out. You don't necessarily want to pitch them every time you have an opportunity to pitch. Then now it's salesy and now it doesn't feel good because, okay, well, Jason is a sales guy and I have a question, but I know he's going to give me a pitch at the end. And I don't necessarily want all of the services. I just want this question answered. Right. But you have to give people an opportunity to decide for themselves. These are all adults. So just answer the question, let them think about it. And if it makes sense, they'll ask the next question on their own. Okay, well, is this something that you can help me with? Give them the opportunity to ask that question.
Absolutely. I just love this so much. And the story that I tell all the time is a guy who is a business coach, and he actually came out and said, you know, he told me once, or came into one of my mastermind groups and said, I have to say that I've been spamming everybody. I've been trying to sell my services and do all those things you've been saying not to do. And he said, you know, as soon as I changed my mindset and became everything that you're talking about, Jason, he said, and I just started helping people with no expectation of getting anything in return, just to give. He got like a $30,000 a year client, and now that's kind of things happening to him constantly. And they're all telling him it's because of how they see him posting, and that he's not, you know, putting himself out there, and all the things you're telling, that's what he's doing, and he's getting clients. I think that just blows my mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's kind of like dating, right? So if when you're a kid and you go to the club, right? And it's that one guy, he's talking to every woman in the clubs. Like, dude, what are you doing? That is not the right way to do this. You know, so be cool, be the guy over there. Hey, how you doing? You know, nice to meet you. And then mind your business, and then good things will happen after that. But there's always that one guy. He's trying to solicit everybody.
Hilarious. I love that one.
So, example of hero content, right? So I through putting out good energy, connecting with people, and being authentic to myself, I've gotten a couple of opportunities to speak on and have conversations with large groups of people in my area of expertise. So now I'm talking to you all. It's 116 people in here about marketing and the sales process and how to attract people and promotions. And I put together a presentation, and this is my content, right? I was able to get the assistance of Sue and Sherry in here, and now this is positioned way differently than if I would have sent you all of this information in a message. None of you would have absorbed it. None of you would have been like, yeah, I need all of this, and that makes sense, and this makes sense, and yeah, that's good. But because we put out good energy and we have conversations and help people, and we understand how content works and the human brain and accepting new faces, and we got to earn trust and build relationships. Now we get an opportunity to say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I represent. And let's have a real conversation. So it's all a part of understanding the customer journey and having something set up and give yourself an opportunity to convert, as opposed to just mindlessly putting out information.
Oh my gosh. So what he said, you guys, I mean, I want you to listen to what he said. Here, I saw how he behaved. People told me how much they love Jason because he's so positive. I met with him, and it's like we couldn't stop talking because we're both on that whole positive journey, and we have the exact same, we just feel the exact same way. I mean, everything he's talking about. So guess what happened? I said, Jason, would you do this on Alignable? We have almost 400 people registered. We're going to put this out there. He's going to be doing this with me again. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm hoping he will. He's going to be in front of millions of people on Alignable because he did every single thing he taught today. Are you guys really letting that sink in for a second? He got here today to teach all of you, and it's going to be recorded and put on the webs on Alignable site where there's 7.5 million people. Do you understand the power of everything he's talking about? So just let it sink in a minute. And Jason, you're amazing. That's why you're here.
I appreciate that. The biggest thing about all of it is just being yourself and being authentic. You know, let's have real conversations. And this is something that I've been doing the entire time. I want to talk to people. I don't want to just pitch and do all of the crazy stuff. So now we got the hot tips, right? And what you should post, and the things that mindset wise you should be talking about with your tribe and how to engage people. You know, putting out things that inspire always helps. You know, this is owning a business, being an entrepreneur is not easy. There are very good days, there are terrible days. So how do you keep going? How do you shake it off? How do you get back in the right mindset? We've all had, you know, a day where we had an opportunity to get 5 or 6 new clients and got 0. And it's like, well, what happened? And it's like, no, that's just a part of it, you know, and you have to be able to tell yourself that this is just a part of it and then keep going. So if you're clicking through Alignable and happen to see a post and it makes you feel good about it, then now it's valuable and it means something to you. And this is when somebody will respond like, I needed that today, you know, and we've all been there and we all gonna be there again. It happens, you know. These are the things, and especially when you're answering questions, this platform on its own, there are people who are constantly seeking information. We need help. This is the whole point of the different groups. There are 100 groups on here that are all talking about how can I get to the next step. You know, so these conversations are constantly running, and if you're an expert in that area, and if you have some value to add that can help people move to the next thing, which you all do, now you just jump into this conversation, you know, and it doesn't matter where you are. So if you're an accountant, there are people on here that very badly need you. So you have to position yourself in a way to help them and not just go, hey, look, I'm an accountant. You need an accountant. Give me your money and I can be an accountant. No, that's not how we do it. So let's have a conversation about what are your particular needs, you know, and how can I help you? And once people understand that, then they'll move to the next step with you. Oh, wait a minute, didn't mean to do that. This is where all of the content comes from, where the value is always there. It's always going to be somebody who needed to hear what you're posting, and the things that you care about, other people will care about. Lastly, when we talk about building engagement, you have to engage. You can't build engagement without engaging. So if you think that you can cookie cutter 5 or 6 posts and put them out and it's going to bring you business, then you are mistaken. It's not going to happen that way. You have to care about what you're posting. It has to feel good to you. And then when you put it out, then it'll feel good to other people. But if you're just mindlessly clicking and sharing and you got all of these quotes from people who lived 700 years ago, that's not going to resonate unless it resonates with you. If you read something, it's like, oh yeah, I feel this one. And then you share it, then somebody else they'll feel the same feeling. But if you're not feeling anything about it, then it's not going to happen. And if you're putting out posts and people are responding to you and sending you connection requests and you don't accept any of the connection requests, then what was the point? So all of this is just to connect you with people and start the conversation. Now we can start the conversation, and now it feels good, and you put out a post and it resonates, and then now this is a jumping off point for you to get a little bit closer and on that journey to building these successful relationships. Any questions?
Awesome. That's cool. Okay, you can stop the share if you want. Jason, that was just amazing. Something that you just said, you know, that inspirational and educational content, like valuable content, is it reminds me of when Facebook Lives first came out. And I decided that year, it was 2017. I remember the year and everything. And I decided I was going to do a Facebook Live every single day. And I was like, what am I going to do? And, you know, I started out like, and it was the same as posting, similar thing. You're posting, so I was posting these lives and I would plan it out and I try to figure it out and make it all perfect and everything. And then I delete it and it was terrible. And then after a few weeks, it was like, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to pick up the phone and just start talking about something that I love. Like, oh my gosh, I'm driving along the road and I saw this beautiful scenery. Do you guys ever just stop and smell the roses or whatever? And one morning I got up and I was listening to Think and Grow Rich and I had my hair was wet and I just said, I'm going to pick up the phone and just post a live that said, what is your morning routine? And I'm shaking the toothbrush in there. And I'm like, my hair was wet. And I got more engagement and people wanting to reach out to me because I was real. I was telling people what I loved. And one more thing about that, it takes time. Like you said in the very beginning, I came up with this thing called crock pot marketing a long time ago, that which would you rather eat food out of a microwave or a crock pot? So it does take time. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, no, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So let's open this up for questions. It looks like we got already people. Just go down to the reactions button, raise your hand, and go ahead and call on whoever you want, Jason. Yeah.
Who we got first? Eddie.
Hey, Jason, thanks a lot for that valuable content, man. I can't wait to learn a lot from you. Appreciate that, your time.
Thanks.
Any recommend I mean, I'm brand new. I think I've been five days on the platform, so I'm very excited to be here.
Hey, welcome aboard. You in good company.
Thank you. I'm very excited. And do you have any recommendations on like post length and also frequency, daily, every other day, anything like that to keep the engagement?
My first recommendation is build out your profile. Make sure you got your profile built all the way out. Make sure your website links are up and running, and that within that profile you're actually talking to your tribe, talking to your people, the people that you want to help. That's number one. The post, as far as frequency, as long as it feels good, post it. You know, these posts they linger on Alignable for a while, and as people engage with it, they'll stay up. So it's not a thing where you need to be getting a post out every day. But if you find a post every day and it feels good to you, post it. You know, because it gives you more opportunity to connect with people.
Thank you. And that's actually a very refreshing take on it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very welcome. Carmen, little one.
Hi, Pops. So I was, guys, he's awesome. My question is kind of, I guess, going off that. Would you agree? I hear so many people, and even in the chat, they're like, but what about time? What about frequency? What about this and that? And I think we've had conversations as far as organically building conversation. And so, like, would you agree that for somebody like myself who doesn't enjoy social media posting as much as most people, and I don't feel the need to like sit down for 7 hours to plan and then post this and have a schedule and stuff, would you agree that in those cases, or in most cases, that it's best to just do it as it comes, I guess? I don't know. I'm busy and I prefer to talk to people one-on-one. You know me, like I'm gonna have a front and face conversation before I will do anything as far as replying to social media stuff. I just wanted your perspective on it.
No, that makes perfect sense. You know, we got to get out of this mindset of there's an ultimate formula and you get 25 posts out and then 17 people. It does not work that way. It's completely organic. We have no idea who's going to see what when. If there was a way to calculate all of that into an algorithm, then it would already be done, and then they'd be selling it for $10,000 a month. But there's no way to do it. So the reason that it's important for you to post what you care about is when you don't want to find yourself in a conversation because you put out a post and you thought that people would like it, and then it's something that it's like, I didn't even read that article. I just thought people would like it. You know, so you post things that you care about and things that feel good. when the mood hits you, because what's dope about the algorithm on Alignable is that, you know, I'll put out a post and it'll build some traction, and then the next thing you know, I'm getting connection requests from people from Canada. And it's like, how did it get all the way to Canada? And then when you follow it, it's like, okay, so I know this person and they're on there and they liked it. And then this person liked it. Okay, then they're in that network over there. So I ended up on the West Coast with this one, and then it crossed the border. So that's one thing that's really great about Alignable. So when the mood hits you, if it feels good, post it. If not, then don't. You know, this is where jumping into, because you like to be face to face with people, this is where the quick connects come in. So there are quick connects popping every day. So you can literally go in there and have some real conversations face to face with people. So it all goes hand in hand.
Awesome. We
Thanks.
got like 8 more hands in the air. So.
You're welcome. You're welcome. George, I see you.
Oh, Jason, Sue, and Sherry, and everyone else. First of all, I want to declare my unswerving and continuous support and agreement with everything that Jason has just said and will continue to say. He is consistent, he is wise, and he is experienced. So if you have the slightest doubt about anything he said, reach out to him, give a try what he has suggested be done. You'll be darn glad that you did.
Did you have a question?
And no, Jason's not sending me checks every week. So
Okay. You don't have a question?
well, I wanted to provide it in terms of support 2 things. You had a pie chart that essentially 30% here, 30% there, 30. That's a 10-3-1 formula in selling. If you're involved in selling, 10 people will show initial interest, 3 people will show continuing interest, 1 of those people will buy. And the last thing at the tail end, you're talking about letting people come to you. That is called a pull sales strategy.
Okay, we got to get to the questions, George. I'm so sorry. We have so many questions. We only have about 6 more minutes. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and put it in the chat if you want to. Sorry. Go ahead, Laura. I hate cutting people off. Sorry.
Hey, thanks, Jason. That was a wonderful presentation. And I just to clarify, when you're talking posts, you're talking on your own profile, your own Alignable profile, or you're talking in groups?
I do both.
Okay.
So I'm an ambassador for Metro Detroit. So I post in my group. But majority of my posts are on my profile.
Okay. And then Sue, you mentioned earlier about going to Jason's profile and looking at his posts. If I go to his profile, I can't see any of his posts. Like there's no.
No, I said just check him out. I wasn't talking about his post. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no way to look through what he's done in the past type of thing.
I don't think so. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. Okay.
No, that's fine.
If we're connected, you'll see them, and then like as you scroll, you'll kind of see them chronologically. But there's no way to just see all of them.
Yeah, because you and I are connected,
Hey, Jason. Actually, when you go to your page, your profile page, you scroll all the way down, you can see some of the posts that you've made. And you could actually search for an individual, and you might see more information about what they've posted. So scroll, when you go to their profile page, scroll all the way down to the bottom. At the bottom is where it starts. These are the comments that this person has posted.
Outstanding. Thanks, Barry.
Yep, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay, Lisa.
That's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Lisa?
Hi, I'm so grateful to be on this Zoom. Thank you so much for all this great information. My question has to do with posts. And if, for example, I want to post about an upcoming event, a live event I'm having in a place of business that is informative and free, is that allowed? Is that promotion that's not allowed?
As an event?
Yes, a live event, like a workshop.
Yeah, you can post events and invite people. Yeah.
Okay, my friend's a doctor, and she posted something. I didn't see the post that was attempted, but she said that it was rejected for being self-promotion, and she's not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, I can jump in a little bit. There are, I'm sure we all know of certain people that post an event that they know they're going to sell, that they're going to sell something. That is self-promotional. If you're just doing something that's like, hey, I'm having a networking event, everybody come and let's meet each other. But if you're like, I'm going to talk about, some cryptocurrency or whatever, and you're a cryptocurrency person, you're like, no, they're going to sell me something. That's very self-promotional. So I wouldn't encourage that. Here's what I would encourage. On your profile, you can list your products, services, and promotions. Put it there. And then what will happen is Alignable shows it to everybody that you posted a new promotion, and people can go see it, rather than just a post that's going to be probably marked as spam. If that helps.
Oh, got it. Okay, thank you for that clarification.
Latanya?
Hi, thank you. This was great information, and I'm new to Alignable, but oh shoot, I have my question ready for you. What do you think about personal posts? So for instance, if you see my background, I live in wine country, so I do a lot of wine tasting and eating. So how do those posts work with Alignable? Lifestyle posts, that's what they are.
If you're into it, there'll be other people that are into it. There's a lot of people that like food and wine. So if you're having a conversation about it, I'm trying to think of an example. For example, I like Malbec. So if you put up a post about a bottle of Malbec that you liked and how you enjoyed it, that's a part of the conversation. And then you can turn that into like a meet and greet, and now it's a networking thing, So the things that you care about, if you post about it, you'll naturally attract people that like it too.
Okay, so I was just wondering, because since this was a business type media, I was just wondering if lifestyle was something that,
Yeah, I think that works. If that's your intent. So we have to think about what's the intent of the post. So are you posting lifestyle to attract a certain mentality, a certain kind of people? Or do the people in your tribe, are they wine and food people? And is that tied into what you do as a business? But if it's not, if it's completely adjacent, and this just is something that I just like personally, and it doesn't really tie into your business, then now I got to ask you, like, why is that relevant to your business? So the whole point is to attract people to you, so you can build out your tribe for networking and building your brand. So does that post help you build your brand?
And I would say, just to jump in, what Jason said earlier is test them out. Test these things out and watch. If nobody's commenting, then why are you posting it? Maybe you should think of another way to do that. So I'm sorry, we only have actually, we're at the end, but I'm okay staying a little longer. If you are, Jason, we have a few more questions. Okay. Let's.
To answer it, it is to a certain extent, because my business helps small business owners who like to do everything themselves. So it's to show that you need a life outside.
Okay, that makes sense.
You get it?
Yeah, that makes sense. So now we're talking work-life balance. Yeah. So when you tie it that way, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
But let's connect, and we can talk more about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Troy, go ahead. Thank you. Troy.
Hi, thank you. I'm excited to be here with everyone. My question is, what is the best way to go about creating and generating post content, like with memes or something else? Would you suggest
the easiest way is to find it? Google what you care about and type meme at the end of it, and something will pop up. I find I would say I would say 90% of my posts I didn't create. I got it from somewhere else. And it was like, oh yeah, this is nice. I like this. And then I just share it. You know, so who do you follow and who do you care about? And as they put out content, you share their content. So they get more exposure, and it's something that resonates with you too, and you get to share it with your tribe. So everybody wins. That's probably the easiest way, most efficient.
Okay, that's a good answer. That basically answers what I was curious about. If you'd recommend just taking other memes, or if you would recommend creating your own, which I don't know.
I do a bit of both. But it's easier and faster when you are scrolling through different platforms and you see something, and I just save it all. I save it all to the folder, and then when the mood strikes, I'll share it in other places. But I make sure to leave their name on it and all that stuff. But as far as creating, I do a lot of it on Canva.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
All right, thanks, Troy.
Michael, go ahead.
Hey, Mike.
Hi. I haven't been on here in a while. I mean, as far as the Alignable, so I've been active with the Alignable for like 5 years, but then I kind of neglected it. I didn't really do anything with it, but now I'm starting to get more active with it. So Jason, your message, everything was really great. Everything inspirational. Let's just put it there. So as far as I have one question. So I'm going to be doing a sponsored listing for Plymouth area. So you think that those are pretty beneficial with the featured listing and doing the or having the featured membership, or what do they call, not featured membership? What is it? The premium, having the premium.
Oh yeah.
And then doing the like a sponsorship, because I'm doing a sponsorship for Plymouth, Michigan.
So I'll jump in here. That's not really a question about posting and stuff. If I were you, I would do some research, maybe contact support at alignable.com.
Oh, okay.
And see what they think. So,
but then anyhow, like with posting, basically, when it comes to posting, just try to do anything that is basically doesn't appear to be spammy. Like, just kind of like when it comes to sending somebody, like if you're you want to kind of build kind of want to break the ice and make a good impression, and you don't want to be selling your whole business, like, because I get on LinkedIn, for instance, I'm getting hundreds of these people that are just nonstop, and I can't even keep up with it. It's just so bombarding.
Yeah.
I have like 3,000 connections on there. It's just so overwhelming, and it's just like, it's just because these people, like, that's all people from India, everywhere. I mean, not to be. No, for instance, it just.
What's your question? Did you have another question?
So people, I got you, Mike. So people they confuse marketing with pitching, and they try to just pitch everything. And if they can get their pitch in front of as many people as they can, hopefully somebody will buy it. But they won't. So people buy from. I'm sorry, not buy, but people do business with who they like, know, and trust. In your post, we're working on the like part. Let's work on the like part. And now we connecting with people, and it feels good. You start to have a conversation. And then when you post something else, now they know you, and you run into them at a quick connect. And it's like, yeah, I seen some of the posts that you put out. Now you have a deeper conversation with this particular person. And then once we get to the trust, then we can move over to the sales end of it, to where now let's jump on a one-on-one and let's see if I can solve your problem for you. The problem with all of those, they try to do all of that in one post, and it's impossible. So if you look at it as a customer journey, thousands of people are in various spots of the customer journey. Nobody is at the beginning, and then tomorrow they'll be at the end. So you're having these conversations, and so that it's fluid and it flows naturally. And then if you're consistent, then you'll consistently get business.
Gotcha. Okay. I appreciate it.
All right.
Awesome. Cortez, go ahead. That's great.
Hey guys, thank you so much, Jason. That was very powerful, and I love the way that you think in regards to what we have our hands on with Alignable. I was wondering if I think it'd be beneficial for the group if you or Sue spoke to the power in what you're talking about is positioning, and positioning yourself on this platform in general, opposed to any other platform. The power in the still early stages of this platform. I think it's poised for explosive growth. What could this be if you position yourself right today? What could this do for your business? Could you guys speak to that? I think it'd be beneficial for the group.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Great
Thank
question.
you. I love that. I mean, look, just like what I said, look what happened to Jason. He's here talking to you guys, and it's going to be in front of thousands and thousands of more people, if not millions. So excellent. I love that.
Yeah, I think the work that you do, like it, you gotta love what you do, right? And then now what I've been trying to do is build community myself. So where are all my people? You know, so I'm trying to connect with as many people as I can with good energy and work ethic, and that I can trust. So then now when I'm building out my business, I have go-to people. And then now when we're trying to get new business, then I can, hey, let me bounce this off of you. I'm thinking about launching this new product, you know, and now I have people that I'm connected with, and it all feels good. And the better we work at it, the bigger the community gets. And then now it's not a bunch of strangers trying to introduce themselves, but we all know each other through extension, you know, and I think that's super important. And then with Alignable, the way that it's moving now, it's a ton of opportunity, because you can actually get in front of people. You can't get away with just spam and sending your pitch, because at some point you're going to end up in front of this person. It's like, hey man, stop sending me these crazy messages. What are you doing? You know, so now we can have a conversation, and then now let's build these businesses. And here's the things that I'm good at, and what do you need? Okay, but I don't necessarily know how to do that, but I know Cortez knows how to handle that problem. And now we all win as a result. I think that's the dopest thing about Alignable.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Love it.
Thanks, Cortez.
Hey, I don't know how to say your name. Ojo?
Ogo.
Ogo, cool.
Hi. Actually, thank you for this time. I really enjoyed it. My question is really simple. Does Alignable suppress Christian posts? Because I've noticed that every time I put a quote that has Jesus or God in it, nobody sees it. But every other post, like basically 0 views, but every other post I put, it shows up in my community, people get to see it. So I want to know if they do suppress.
Yeah. Send an email with some examples to support@alignable.com.
Okay.
You know, there could be an algorithm, there could be other words in there that triggered the hidden post. I'll just tell you that Alignable, just that they're so against spamming that they have auto moderation, automatic, computerized automation, and there can be mistakes all the time. I will tell you guys a couple of things that I didn't tell you. The 2 things that are going to get your posts hidden, or where they're not going to show it to anyone, is if you put any contact information or any way, like your email or your other website, send people to your profile on Alignable. Don't put your email in there. Don't put a website in there. Don't do that. They're not going to show it to anyone. Okay. It's probably going to get hidden. The second thing that's going to happen, if you post a post and then you copy and paste it in more than one place, that they're automatically going to go, that's a spammer behavior. If you know that, they know what real true spammer behavior is, and it's someone that copies it and posts it all over the place. So those are the 2 things you do not want to do. If you want to share something in 2 groups that are relevant, make sure you add something to the post that's relevant to that topic of the group, or wait some period of time. Because just think about it. If you have other people that are in the same groups and they see the same posts like 5 times, they're going to mark you as a spammer, just because they see that you're posting things all over the place. Does that make sense? Cool. Awesome. All right. Any other questions or any other things you want to add to that?
I was going to say something. Are we allowed to share our LinkedIn, or not our LinkedIn, or Alignable page in the message feed?
Okay, I will tell you that you might as well not, because you're going to get an email with everybody's contact information that attended today. So you don't even have to do that anymore. So any of these Alignable events, it's really, really cool. They just did that. So you don't have to spam everybody in the chat, which a lot of people do. So You are actually going to get a thing in
Okay.
you're going to get an email too. You're going to get a couple, you're going to get an announcement back from me with a feedback for Sue.com is what the link is. I'll send it in an announcement. If you wouldn't mind giving Jason a great feedback on this event, I'm hoping we can do it again and make it even better. So you'll be getting that, but you will get a list of the people that attended today, which is pretty awesome. So, and I highly recommend you look around and connect with everybody. Definitely everybody connect with Jason. And just a little secret aside, what did I mean by that? Think about what just happened. Jason put himself out there as this awesome person, positive, that caught my attention. It caught a lot of people's attention, actually, because people told me about him. I saw him, how he presented in another group. I reached out to him to do this, like, look at the progression of what's happening. Now, guess what's going to happen? All you guys are going to connect with Jason, and he's not using his connection credits. You're using yours to connect with him, and he's getting a bigger audience. So do exactly what he told you guys to do today. It's exactly what I did. That's why I connected with him. It's like, oh my God, somebody else that gets it, that's doing what I did to get so many people to connect with me where I don't even use my own connection credits. So do you have anything more to say to that, Jason?
Yeah, that's a big deal, you know, and keep in mind, I've only been active on Alignable since March. I have not been on here that long. I got an email, and in the email it was like, hey, this is interesting. I was on Alignable years ago, and I didn't like it. You know, it was just people that like it was MLM marketing, and everybody was trying to sell you some vitamins or a gummy, and it was like, what is this? You know. But I got an email from somebody that I was connected with, and I read it, and it was like a quick connect, and I went to that, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is different. You know, we can actually have real conversations on here now, and so the platform is crazy powerful, and the rest is just be yourself and have real conversations, and then understand the customer journey. If you understand that, everything will fall into place.
Yeah, and also like what I've done, like I've had some people on there. I found out that I just did some research. I found somebody had an issue with their website. Something was down, and I completely just helped her. I just told her what to do or whatever. And sometimes just kind of, the decency, to help somebody in that, that can help build some stronger connections.
Exactly.
It's not all about, trying to get something going to make money. It's, trying to help somebody, because you basically, if you want to lift up yourself, you lift up someone else, or if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. That's the saying.
Yes, and to add to that, it's with no expectation of getting anything in return. I always add that to every time I talk to people about this. You can't expect it. And again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, is when you're helping someone, go, hey, reach out to me and I'll, you can hire me to do this, or go check out my website. That's adding the spam to it. So just be real careful with that. And it is 1:14 my time anyway, and whatever time it is for you, Jason, it's probably almost dinner time for you, right? It's happy hour or something. Anyway, it's always happy hour in Jason's world, right? It is in mine.
Yeah, all the time.
Anyway, I want to really thank everyone for being here, and give Jason a big, I don't know if we can see everybody, but a big round of applause. He was awesome today. Love this. Please watch for an email that shows so you can connect with other people that were here today, and definitely Jason. And also go to alignableuniversity.com to check out more trainings. We have a lot more trainings that I do on a lot of the topics that he touched on today a little bit. There's deeper dives in how to get your profile really optimized, so people will want to connect with you and want to do business with you or refer you. The avatar training he was talking about earlier, he was saying, you want to figure out who your target audience is. Who is your ideal people that you want to meet? Who do you want to meet? Who's in your tribe? Who do you want more people in your tribe? And I do that in my Discover Your Customer Avatar training. So lots of this stuff on Alignable. Go check it out. Definitely check out Jason, and we're going to talk about doing this again. And I'm so happy. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Definitely feedback for Sue.com. It's really going to be for Jason, but anyway, any last words, Jason? And we'll
hey, thank you all for showing up. I appreciate the good energy. Let's connect. Let's keep growing. I want all of you to win. This is not a game. We are really trying to do this. I don't want to just say stuff just to say it. I'm not that guy. So like I said, integrity is very important to me. So if I say it, I mean it. So I want you to win. I want it to be great. And if I can help you, then we could have started yesterday. Let's go.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm gonna go back to gallery and see everybody. There you go. So you can
Yeah.
see everybody.
And integrity is in your last name too. So that's your last name. So yeah, that's yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have an awesome day. Oh, hey, I see some more people I know. I see Larry in there. I see Rolf. I see all kinds of people I know. You guys showed up. Great one. Talk to you guys
Jenny.
later.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were here, Jenny. I would have sent it in all caps.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Bye.
It's all right, Jason. You're awesome anyway. We'll catch you on the next one.